The Volkswagen Touareg has turned 20 years old and is said to be the brand's flagship SUV in significant regions worldwide. The third-generation Touareg made its official launch in 2018, and now it's time for a mid-cycle refresh to keep the demand alive. And recently, the carmaker announced its latest 2023 model, the Touareg R. But is the new model worth buying? Find out by watching this video. Welcome back to Motor Insight, the channel where we update you on the latest automobile news, so car lovers never miss out on the latest cars and insightful updates. Now, let's begin with today's exciting video. VW's new SUV continues to impress in many ways, and despite the current generations being around since 2018, and it still feels fresh as well as competitive. That is the main reason why we don't expect to see bigger changes for the next year. The all-new 2023 VW Touareg should be a typical carryover model, which could bring no more than minor updates. The overall layout will undoubtedly remain the same. So you might count on familiar design features and its characteristics. This new SUV has so many great things to offer, which starts off from a comfortable and smooth ride, a spacious and well-designed cabin, and lots of standard equipment. There is also a broad range of powertrain options, but at the same time, one of the main disadvantages is the lack of a third row of seats. And since there are no significant changes to come, car experts think that the 2023 VW Touareg will not arrive before the last quarter of the year. The all-new 2023 VW Touareg should be a standard carryover model. Therefore, car experts are expecting to see a familiar design, which was introduced in 2018, and the styling has not changed since then. However, it doesn't feel at all the same time, and it mainly complements the company's conservative approach. The same thing is with mechanics. It is said that this mid-size SUV is based on a familiar MLB platform, which underpins a long list of VAG vehicles. In this case, most parts are shared with the Porsche Cayenne and the Audi Q7. But the VW Touareg feels a little bit different. It's nowhere near Cayenne's athleticism, and it doesn't feel as composed as the Q7. Instead, its air suspension is said to be trimmed in such a way as to ensure a super smooth as well as a comfortable ride. The most significant improvements to the 2023 VW Touareg design will be in terms of appearance. And like any other mid-cycle update, this one will emphasize visual appeal to improve the car's appeal. These adjustments, however, will be minor. Simply put, this manufacturer doesn't make major adjustments during the manufacturing process, and to be honest, this SUV does not require them. It still appears to be new and attractive. And as a result, fans are confident that just minimal changes to the grille, bumpers, and other areas will be made. New color schemes and wheel designs are also expected. The mechanical element, on the other hand, should remain unchanged. After all, this model is driven by a Volkswagen. The front fascia is where most of the changes will be focused for its exterior. The radiator grille of the Touareg R is expected to be reshaped along with a new lower section, giving the new Touareg R a more dynamic look. The headlights might continue with the same shape, even though new internal graphics, which can make a better connection visually with the chrome trim on the fascia. The larger corner vents in the front bumper will round off the design tweaks at the front. Also, the rest of the 2023 Touareg will likely remain unchanged, with the only little exception being the taillights. As these renderings preview, the light clusters at the back could gain new graphics to better communicate with the headlights. It's fair that the upcoming facelift for the Touareg will bring minimal visual revisions. The same goes for the interior, where new trim options and upgraded material selection could be expected. In the engine department, a range of gasoline and diesel engines will be available, along with a plug-in power for those looking for a more efficient and powerful option. The mild hybrid tech could boost the efficiency of the turbocharged combustion mills. The all-new VW Touareg is currently in the early stages of receiving a facelift, and given the nature of the changes, fans don't expect the development to take more than several months, which means that a debut is possible before the end of the year. Under the hood, the all-new 2023 VW Touareg will continue similarly. This SUV offers its fans a little bit of everything. You can easily get a good old 3.0-liter V6 turbo diesel, which puts out around 231 horsepower with plenty of torque. If you happen to be a petrol head, then you can get a pretty capable 3.0-liter V6, which puts out almost 340 horsepower. This feature of the car will not change. A more powerful version of the same engine with 286 horsepower is also available. A 3.0-liter V6 TSI engine with 340 horsepower and outstanding performance is available for petrol heads. Finally, the R model includes plug-in hybrid configurations. The V6 petrol engine is also used in this design, which is combined with a single electric motor for an output of 462 horsepower. The hybrid is equipped with a 14.1 kilowatt-hour battery pack that allows for a 30-mile all-electric range. Things are much more impressive on the inside. VW interiors are well known for their high quality, but this model goes above and beyond. It has a lot of high-end materials, as well as a lot of technology and convenience features. All of this elevates the Touareg to the same level as its more well-known siblings. As a result, we're confident that the 2023 VW Touareg will remain unchanged. Also, the overall layout will remain the same, although new color schemes and materials will constantly be considered. The rest of the cabin will be left untouched. This SUV has 3 rows of seats, and while the third row is usually cramped for the class, the first 2 rows are spacious and comfortable. Naturally, this upgrade may introduce a few new features to the list of standard features. However, given that the current version already has many features, we don't expect much in this area. The standard features will include a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster with a gigantic 15-inch infotainment screen available on more expensive models. A high-spec variant such as the Touareg R also has many unique features. There are features such as pulley-up perforated leather seats with R stitching, heated and ventilated front seats, 22-inch alloy wheels, performance brakes, keyless entry, LED headlights, ambient interior lighting, and so on. The rest of the new 2023 VW Touareg R will most likely remain unchanged, with the only little exception being the taillights. And as these renderings preview, the light clusters at the back could gain new graphics to better communicate with the headlights. Moreover, the upcoming facelift for the Touareg will bring very minimal visual revisions, and the same goes for the interior, where new trim options as well as an upgraded material selection could be expected. Also, in its engine department, there will be a range of gasoline and diesel engines available, and also a plug-in power for users who are looking for a more efficient and powerful option. The mild hybrid tech could also boost the efficiency of the turbocharged combustion mills. The new Touareg R is currently in the early stages of receiving a facelift. Given the nature of the changes, car experts don't expect the development to take more than several months, which means that a debut is possible before the end of the year. What are your thoughts on the all-new VW Touareg 2023? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for the latest and exciting car content as soon as it's uploaded. See you again soon in another video.